Round 4 of the 2024 candidates started between Ian Nepomniachtchi and Vidit Gujrathi. The match witnessed a clash of titans. Nepo, on a roll, faced Vidit in a fiery encounter. The opening saw a surprising queen trade by move 8, with Nepo sacrificing his queen for a powerful knight advantage. Vidit, a pawn down, found himself under immense pressure early on. Despite trailing on the clock, he defended tenaciously, trying to exploit weaknesses in Nepo's aggressive position. However, Nepo's tactical precision proved too much. He slowly squeezed the advantage, and Vidit, unable to find a saving defense, ultimately resigned. This win cemented Nepo's sole leadership in the tournament. In the second match, the seasoned Fabiano Caruana faced the rising star D. Gukish. Gukish, wielding the white pieces, opted for a dynamic English opening, challenging Caruana's strategic prowess. A fascinating dance of strategy ensued. Caruana, known for his positional understanding, probed for weaknesses in Gukish's ambitious setup. The young Indian, however, displayed remarkable maturity, defending his position with resourcefulness. As the game progressed, neither player managed to gain a decisive edge. The tension mounted, but ultimately, a balanced endgame emerged, forcing a well-deserved draw. This result keeps Gukish tied for second, showcasing his impressive performance against a top contender. Match 3 brought the ever-aggressive Hikaru Nakamura and the young prodigy R. Pragnananda. Nakamura, with the white pieces, opted for the Rui Lopez, a well-trodden path. Pragnananda, with the black pieces, countered solidly. The opening followed a familiar course, with neither player revealing their strategic intentions too early. Nakamura probed for tactical opportunities, while Pragnananda focused on building a strong defensive structure. As the middle game unfolded, it became clear that neither player had a clear advantage. The complexity subsided, and the resulting endgame offered limited winning chances for either side. Ultimately, a draw was agreed upon after just 24 moves, a quick but strategic encounter. In Match 4, despite battling illness and injury, Nijat Abbasov faced Alireza Firuzja. Firuzja, with the white pieces, unleashed the aggressive King's Indian defense, aiming for a quick advantage. The game lived up to its billing, with Firuzja sacrificing a pawn for attacking chances. Abbasov, displaying remarkable resilience, defended tenaciously, despite being a pawn down. However, Firuzja's extra pawn, though doubled on the king side, proved difficult to convert. Abbasov managed to find enough defensive resources, and the game eventually fizzled out into a draw on move 64. This result extends Abbasov's unbeaten streak, despite the challenges he's facing. Round 4 of the women's section started with a battle between experience and youthful ambition. Konuru Humpy, with the white pieces, faced the rising star Nurgil Salimova. Humpy opted for a Catalan opening, aiming for a slow positional build-up. However, Salimova surprised Humpy early on with an uncommon move. Despite initial disruption, Humpy managed to navigate the unfamiliar territory. The game then shifted gears, with Humpy aggressively pushing pawns to exploit weaknesses in Salimova's kingside, but Salimova defended tenaciously, finding strong counter chances. The pressure mounted, and after a critical mistake by Humpy, Salimova seized the opportunity. After a long and tense battle, Humpy ultimately conceded defeat, giving Salimova a valuable victory. Match 2 featured a clash between Katarina Lagno and Tan Zhongyi. They started with 1e4 opening and Tam aiming for a solid positional advantage. Lagno responded with the Queen's Gambit, declined, a well-trodden path known for its complex maneuvering. The game unfolded at a measured pace, with both players focusing on long-term strategic plans. Neither player managed to gain a clear upper hand. Lagno attempted to exploit some weaknesses on the queenside, but Tan skillfully defended her position. As the middle game transitioned into an endgame, it became apparent that winning chances were scarce. Ultimately, a draw was agreed upon, a fitting conclusion to a strategically rich encounter. Match 3 of round 4 saw a battle between Anna Musicek and Lei Tingjie. The game developed into a complex middle game, with both players exchanging pieces and maneuvering for control of key squares. Musachek, known for her tactical prowess, managed to gain a slight edge and eventually emerged with a rook endgame with 2 passed pawns. This advantage seemed promising for Musachek. However, converting such an endgame into a full point requires precise technique. Despite her efforts, Musachek couldn't find the winning maneuver, and Lei defended tenaciously. Ultimately, after a long struggle, a draw was agreed upon, leaving Musachek with a missed opportunity. The last match of round 4 was held between Goryachkina and Vaishali. Instead of her usual aggressive approach, Goryachkina opted for a solid queen's gambit declined, a well-trodden path known for its strategic depth. Vaishali, known for her positional understanding, countered with a mirror image response, creating a tense and balanced position from the outset. Both players focused on meticulously building their positions and maneuvering for long-term advantages. Despite some tactical skirmishes, neither managed to gain a decisive edge. As the middle game transitioned into a balanced endgame, it became apparent that winning chances were scarce. Ultimately, a draw was agreed upon after 40 moves, a fitting conclusion to a strategically rich and well-played encounter for both competitors. This was the recap for Candidates Round 4. See you in next video.